impossible. The EC does not bus minors to the registration centers. We believe the NDC must point all fingers at the political parties, including the NDC itself. Insecurity and violence at some registration centers. Ladies and gentlemen, other of attempting to end or registering minors and foreigners. It is therefore disingenuous and deliberate falsehood for anyone to suggest that performing a constitutional duty where the Commission had no choice amounts to the Commission disenfranchising the citizens of SAL. As indicated in our previous statement, it is not in the interest of the Commission to disenfranchise any citizen. The discerning general public should be able to apportion blame where blame should lie in the unfortunate situation that denied the good people of SAL representation in Parliament. The blame does not lie with the Electoral Commission, who only had to perform its constitutional duties following the creation of the Guan district.
We are compelled to address another grave concern, the flagrant abuse of the Ghana card, uncovered at the Pusiga Registration Center, where EC Registration Officer Muhazu Al-Hassan issued a single Ghana card, used a single Ghana card to register 20 different applicants. A single Ghana card to register 20 different applicants. Upon discovery, the police were promptly notified, leading to Muazu Al-Hassan's arrests. Although he has since been granted bail pending further investigation, this incident raises significant concerns. The MPP's distribution of Ghana card to minors to facilitate their registration underscores a systemic manipulation of our electoral processes. The EC has lamented the registration of minors, yet conspicuously fails to challenge the National Identification Authority for issuing cards to these minors and misrepresenting their ages. Why is the EC's database not integrated with the NIA's to instantly verify the ages of new voters, especially when $54 million of taxpayer money was invested in 2020 to secure biometric registration capabilities? We expect the EC to now firmly renounce any intention, if it exists, to collude with the failed NPP government to rig the elections. Any such attempt will be decisively thwarted. The EC must commit to conducting free, transparent, unbiased, and credible elections. Despite the Electoral Commission's apparent display of incompetence before the Ghanaian public, we have no doubt about their basic capability to perform arithmetic. However, the persistent occurrence of calculation errors suggests a pattern that cannot possibly be dismissed as mere oversight. Should it emerge that these miscalculations are indeed deliberate, let it be clearly understood: any stratagem intended to manipulate electoral outcome through dubious recalibrations and misrepresentations will be destined to failure. Attempt to deceive or outmaneuver the NDC through such tactics will be met with uncompromising scrutiny and decisive exposure. The NDC remains vigilant and unyieldingly committed to safeguarding your votes. We pledge to ensure that every vote is cast, every vote is counted, and every vote is acknowledged in its rightful value. We urge the EC to promptly rectify the inaccuracies in the data release on May 12, 2024. We expect a thorough review and correction of all figures to forestall further errors, upholding the integrity. We expect the EC to now firmly renounce any intention, if it exists, to collude with the failed NPP government to rig the elections. Any such attempt will be decisively thwarted. The EC must commit to conducting free, transparent, unbiased, and credible elections. Despite the Electoral Commission's apparent display of incompetence before the Ghanaian public, we have no doubt about their basic capability to perform arithmetic. However, the persistent occurrence of calculation intended to manipulate electoral outcome through dubious recalibrations and misrepresentations will be destined to failure. Attempt to deceive or outmaneuver the NDC through such tactics will be met with uncompromising scrutiny and decisive exposure. Ultimately, these actions will only serve to unveil the deceit of those behind them to the entire world. To the people of Ghana, we want you to rest assured. The NDC remains vigilant and unyieldingly committed to safeguarding your votes. We pledge to ensure that every vote is cast, every vote is counted, and every vote is acknowledged in its rightful value. We urge the EC to promptly rectify the inaccuracies in the data release on May 12, 2024.
The conversation was around interventions, not actually an increment of the fee. And so after all said and done, I engaged the chairman on the Subsidiary Legislation Committee, in this case is Honorable Ayeni, that anytime something of that nature is brought to the committee, this is our position. And Honorable Ayeni agreed with me. And after the meeting, he got back to me and said, look, this is what we have said. In fact, he never agreed on any upward adjustment of the fees. They clearly told them to even go and waive the taxes and the duties on the reagents and not to actually increase the fee. Dialysis. Yes, and so I am scandalized. I am really shocked.
Kwabnaminta Akando has also emphasized the need for government to be sensitive in addressing matters related to health.
In fact, under normal circumstances, this should have come to the Health Committee first before going to the Subsidiary Legislation Committee. But in this case, it never came to the Health Committee. It went straight to the Subsidiary Legislation Committee, but I had already had interactions with the chairman. And after the committee sat on it, the chairman also got back to me and said, this is what we have said. And so yesterday when the call started coming, I called the chairman and he reaffirmed what he told me earlier, that at the committee, they never agreed increasing the fee. So I actually, in all these, Annie, I'm surprised. And you see, government must show some level of sensitivity. They must be a bit responsible. We know they are irresponsible.
As invested our monies were disturbed. I don't want to say closed down, but our monies were locked up. So we had our monies that we contributed. Provident Fund is for our pension. When you are going on pension as a pastor, you withdraw to cushion your old age. These monies were invested, and the company was down, and we are not able to recover these monies. Many of our old pastors have retired and are still looking to this money to be able to cushion their old age. And not only GoCo Security, I think other business setups were affected, like Mayor's Gold and others. How are you able to work out this for us, please?
Thank you very much, I think, for those questions. I think for some of the securities, like Gold Coast Securities and so on, of course, these were investments that were made by people. These are not banking deposits. These are investments that are made, and people basically make their own evaluation.
To Abdullah Helena, a Mamprosi from East Mamprosi district, but pastoring a church in Dagbang here, Dalang, Assemblies of God to be precise.
What is the difference between the ordinary thief and a political thief? Number one, the ordinary thief steals your money, your bag, your watch, and your jewelry, isn't it? But the political thief steals your future, your career, your education, your health, and your business. Number two, the hilarious part is that the ordinary thief will choose whom to rob. But you are the one who choose the political thief to rob you. Because we choose them. We vote them. We blindly say we are not blind. Who is deceiving who? The ridiculous part of the whole issue is that we will fight to defend and protect our belongings from the ordinary thief. Is it not? But we fight each other to defend and protect the political thief. Is that not what we do? Thugs will be fighting themselves.
We need to rescue this country, wallahi. And I feel very terrible as a Ghanaian at this time. This country is in serious trouble, ladies and gentlemen. We are in serious trouble. We need to rescue this country, ladies and gentlemen. The presidency has been so depraved, so muddied, so dirtied, that I tell you in all sincerity as a Ghanaian, that I feel terribly sad today as a Ghanaian. We need to rescue this country. Wallahi, inshallah.
Please don't cry.
We shall rescue our country.
Government is broke, government is broke. The people are spending billions to go inside the government that is broke. Have you ever seen a minister who resigned because government is broke before? Government has no money. Have you ever seen a governor who said, ladies and gentlemen, when I was elected, I thought the government had money. Now I discover government has no money, I resign. Have you ever seen it? Government has no money, but they are bringing money out at election time. Where is that money coming from? So they are lying. What is happening is that there are two types of wicked people in government. Type 1, they eat current money. Any money they find in government, they will eat it. They are wicked about that one. There is type 2. Type 2, they eat current money and future money. They will say, my term will end next year. When I leave, how will I eat money? Let me borrow money now and borrow money of the future and eat it now.
All right, a very good morning to you and you're welcome to the program. It's Good Morning Ghana and my name is Ania Fompofu. We're live from the studios here at North Ridge. We're also streaming on Facebook, is on Good Morning Ghana page, and also follow us on the Metro TV page on Facebook as well. That's also Metro TV Ghana on channel 277. We're on DSTV. Today is the 20th of May 2024, and it's time for us to go through the issues of the day. But we start the day with the headlines of the newspapers. I start off with the Daily Graphic, and it says 3I Summit records big deals, $100 million from SMEs in Ghana. BOG reports on ECD success. Right, that's the only headline on the front page of the Daily Graphic. Ghanaian Times says that food price hikes hit hard on households. Agric expert calls for denied bail. President approved 24 ministers, $150 million for Garrett project. Daily Guide. John Kuma's death, personal loss. Baumia. 1 killed in presidential convoy crash. 2 dead, 14 injured in a Escado explosion. St. Mary's College of Health Sciences hold matriculation. Sidi Kubwari welcomes Steve Wonder. The New Crusading Guide. Business moguls, politicians storm Boamang to mourn with Bechi Kandapa. President petitioned over appointment to Court of Appeal. And then the big one says a President convoy in fatal accident, 1 dead, several injured. Baumia's campaign strategy dazes NDC. Paul Chum Barimak declares, be prepared to surmount global challenges, said Sam Jonah to graduates of Morgan State University. And the top right corner says, Indigo has no land at Millennium City, fetches to Land Commission. The Insight. Special Prosecutor Domelevo describes plot to remove Ajabing as corruption fighting back. Blakwa alleges plans by government to sell Labadi Beach Hotel, La Palm Royal Beach Resort, and 4 others to Minister Brian Achampong. Israel kills more health workers in Gaza as it attempts to shut down hospitals on Nakba Day. Minority snubs debate over approval of ministers as majority gives new appointees free pass Gomwa Akochi chieftaincy disputes ends in draw. Obapenyi family unhappy. The Herald. Akufo-Addo's animal farm governance exposed. Threw out 3 petitions from Labadi, Sal and Asepa. Tough war over Cecilia Dapa saga unfortunate Apiakubi. Ex-Attorney General's boss job sparks controversy. Lawyer TS Chief Justice Tokono apart says her attitude in Opuni's appeal is beyond impunity. Shocked at GBA and Kolendi. The Informer. Were fair, transparent. EC replies NDC. Hope for Gold Coast customers at last, as Baumia assures of bailouts. Beta Amidu lambasted over petition to remove special prosecutor. Zoom Lion Bill's capacity sent 18 youth to Belarus, Russia on sanitation course. And in this issue, Council of State useless. NDC attack Doc's raw. The Inquisitor. Amidu petition against SP. Big hands in big pie. Operation Get Kisi Out planned years ago. Appreciation. The Otibu and Boateng family in the entire Adriana are Bradif. Publishers fights NACA over weird deal to appointed time printers. The Daily Statesman. AC, we can't rig elections for any party. National roaming policy underway. Court nails cocoa bean smugglers. Uphold high ethical standards. Akufo-Addo urges media. The Ghanaian publisher Akufo-Addo calls for ethical journalism. Baumia running mate NPP Blue Queens clergy back women. Parliament approves new ministers. Business moguls politicians storm Buamang to mourn with Berchi Achamfo Kandapa. The new finder. 459,291 voters registered as EC rejects NDC's rigging claims. One dead in fatal presidential convoy crash. 65. Speaker Babing donates public address system to Ghana Law School. EC messes up again, and the graph is on the front page of Daily Post. Focus on fixing city depreciation, not new loans. Atuforsen to governments. Right, that's all we have for you for the headlines. Let's go for a break. We'll be back with the discussion.
Fortune rice, it's me emu ediane biara. Yansio kakere bipe, emu no nkikamu. Na ne hwam ne dedie. Delicious. Said your mama tie no pepepe.
Ya the Fortune emupa abedwaso. Ghana mo a ede. Ma emu ediane nyina.
FDA aje ejedi nkratoa yatum.
Frital has sachets and in different sizes too.
You didn't know?
These Frital sachets that we all use to fry our meat and fishes, to prepare our favorite meals, and to refill our empty original Frital bottles.
Hey! Are you sure you are a fellow Ghanaian?
Get your trusted Frital sachets today for affordability, convenience, and for the refilling of your original Frital bottle. Frital, you deserve a life of goodness.
This advert is...
Rise and shine, it's another day to stay on point. Toast is Friday, it's still on
on point. Parties Friday all day long. Still on point, yes, it's still on point. It's still on point. Parties Friday, it's still on point. For your bread, it's creamy. For your toast, it's still on point. It's yummy, delicious. It's still on point. Still on point, yes, it's still on point. It's still on point. Still on point.
And always on point. This advert is FDA approved.
Anti-cavity, gum protection, brighter teeth, and fresh bread.
I'm a fat missy way.
The Pacho Bantama.
My chest.
Cycle.
It's her smile. The fresh breath.
Me, Gidi said we used to Cal 360 toothpaste. Send Cal 360 toothpaste.
Yes, Kia. Cal 360 toothpaste. It's a gum protector. Onim Jom Kasa.
Cal 360 did the way. It's cool mint. Gives me fresh breath and your confidence booster.
You will so feeling when you know Cal 360 toothpaste.
Happy smile.
Cal 360 toothpaste, anti-cavity, gum protection, brighter teeth, and fresh breath. Cal, happy smile. This advert is FDA approved.
Our stories begin right here, and we never write them alone. There'll be pages we love to read again and again, and some story matters. APSA.
We are back, bringing you the latest lineup from Betway. Betway starts strong with their front two, with Free Play Friday and Swipe Bet. In the middle, you've got all the control with Cash Out and Build a Bet. Plus, with Win Boost, you can boost your sports bet. At the back, they have Smart Picks and the Partial Daily Jackpot.
You always get way more with Betway.
This
adverts have been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet responsibly, no under 18. Terms and conditions apply. Betway, get way more.
Fortune Rice, it's me emu ediane biara. Yansio kakre bipe, emu nkikamu. Na ne hwam ne dedie. Delicious. Said your mama tiano pepepe.
Ya the Fortune emopa abedwaso. Ghana mo ede. Ma emu ediane nyina.
FDA ejedi nkratoa yatum.
Yeda jama washing powder fufuo na wodi nnura ahoro a ebo ma yi nkikaya asoro no adi.
Eyesha. Emma wonsa ho nhihyew. Ena epu ehuro nsu yi. Eyi nkikaya nkasa.
Oh, I still to be.
The Jamal washing powder for furnace sachets I can see in Numaba. A ye nkikaya nkasa.
Anima. For Jamal washing powder, bottle 30. Can you ma the bejawa?
New Jamal washing powder. Emania meniti. Nemusi ye sham. Uhukafo a oma wonta di eniti. FDA aje edredi enkrato yatumu.
Welcome to
Fortune Rice, it's me emu ediane biara. Yansio kakre bipe, emu nkikamu. Na ne hwam ne dedie. Delicious. Said your mama tiano pepepe.
Ya the Fortune emopa abedwaso. Ghana mo ede. Ma emu ediane nyina.
FDA ejedi nkratoa yatum.
In the northern part of our country where you come from, and Amono, can you beat your chest and say, yeah, yet this signature project in the north?
I think here the most important project here in the north since independence, a Pualago Dam project.
Okay.
Is the biggest investment. Say we're drawing books no more since independence.
Okay, and I watch it.
Government the BR you see Pualago Dam. But we're here as a signature project and then number one. So
There's no doubt about that. Palogo Dam, no, it's...
A few moments later.
I have no doubt in my mind that I was championing the Palogo Dam. We have not yet been able to do it, but by the grace of God, I believe we are going to do the Palogo Dam. It has to be done. It's a major priority because that can bring 28,000 hectares into cultivation.
All right, you're welcome back to the program. It's Good Morning Ghana, and I have the guest with me in the studio, Margaret Ansay, aka Mago. She's a member of the NEC, that's the National Executive Committee, and also a member of the NDC Communications team. Mago, you're welcome. Good morning. It's been a while. How's school? How's lectures? How is the registration?
Looking at the state of the economy, coupled with a whole lot. It's difficult, but as children of God, the Bible says, let the weak say I'm strong. So I don't need to say anything negative this morning. I'm okay. School is fine. Lectures, the students, they've written their exams. We are about market. Everything is fine. Yeah.
Your locks is doing well.
Oh, yeah. Even I've trained them.
Oh, you have?
Yeah. I'm doing bigism. If I trim and they don't come again. But when you trim, it comes the most.
Faster, actually.
And good morning to Lara too. I've missed her.
She's missed you too.
I can see that.
I can confidently see that.
This morning with her red lips. I hope it's going to go well.
Lara Temusa Saka, the Deputy Executive Secretary for the Postal Courier Services Regulatory Commission. You're a big woman. I greet you.
This early morning mischief. This is mischief overloaded, the two of you. Good morning to our viewers. Good morning to Mago. I hear these days you fish camp in Ashanti region.
How?
Oh, that's where she is based now. She's based in the Ashanti region now.
Okay, well, a couple of times she told me she was in school.
Even though her school is at
in Accra.
It's in Accra, but she's pitched camp in Ashanti region where she's looking for dinner. So probably that's why she's tired.
But how my hair? How my hair? Oh, but too for had his celebration and all. Well, there are lots of people have been to. And you haven't
way before you
were even there this Saturday. I'm surprised. It's unfortunate that any time Laratu calls, I'm in Kumasi. So it's such a coincidence. I don't know why she's trying to make. But what is happening in Kumasi?
I don't know. You tell me.
Kumasi is
since the beginning of the year. She's been in Kumasi.
Pardon? It's a strong of the NDC. Ashanti.
Lord.
Wow. Oh yeah. So we're going to make it happen.
We're going to make it happen.
Yeah, we're going to make it happen. We are going to cut all the
this is the same.
And make sure that the votes that were put in the box are counted.
This is the same hope as now gave its supporters, and we are where we are. So
Kumasi is NDC stronghold. Ashanti region to be precise.
I can only wish you well, Margot.
Yeah.
I think they can equally say the same thing. Volta region is the MPP stronghold.
Yes, that's
stronghold. Oh, that one they can't be too sure.
If Margot is saying Ashanti is their stronghold, then Volta and T. When you take it on a silver platter.
MPP cannot get.
This is how we are going to
600,000 from Volta region. Yeah. They can't. No matter what they do, they can't.
Well, so with the smiles that you're seeing on the set this morning, well, I can tell you that it's supported by Kel 360 toothpaste, and if you're desperate for getting the 360 toothpaste for your family where everybody can actually make use of it, then use the Kel 360 toothpaste. It's recommended for the whole family. It provides you and your family the round dental protection throughout the day with freshness. Kel 360 toothpaste is good for kids, children, and adults, and let your family be proud of the family. Kel 360 toothpaste, another product for Samara Company Limited. and it's available in all supermarkets and provision shops across the country. Call them on 0246864796 and Kel 362 says happy smile. And also Lift and Elevator says that enjoy the fruits of your labor as important as enjoying the mansions of your labor. So the pains of climbing the stairs when you're not using not exercising can be challenging or could be challenging. So you worry no more, because Lift and Elevators are available to help you install a special lift in your homes. It has portable American pneumatic vacuum elevators on the market, and as and when you call on them, they will be available to come into your homes and your companies as well to install a private one for you. Guess what? It can also lift your goods as well. It comes with wheelchairs which can be fitted in them, and also can also be installed in a period of 3 days. They can do that for you. It's affordable, and within 3 days this can be. Other issues. Yesterday we had the release from the presidency, and that had to do with the convoy involved in an accident. And I think later on we're told that the president was not in that convoy. So the release says that on Sunday, 19th of May 2024, several vehicles belonging to President's convoy were involved in a fatal accident along the Bunsu-Achim-Asafo stretch of the Accra-Kumasi highway. The unfortunate incident occurred while the convoy was on its way back from Kumasi after accompanying the President to Kumasi for a series of events this weekend. Tragically, one of the drivers, Mr. Kwesiata, lost his life. Additionally, several close protection and police officers from the President's security detail have sustained very varying degrees of injuries. So, and received initial treatment at the Suhum Government Hospital. The injured persons are currently vehicles in the convoy have also been completely wrecked as a result of the accident. Fortunately, the president is safe and unharmed as he traveled to Accra via the military aircraft. Our thoughts and prayers are with the family of the deceased, and we wish a speedy recovery to the injured officers. Further details will be communicated as we continue to assess the situation. We appreciate your understanding and support during this difficult time. And it's signed by Eugene Ahi, the Director of Communications Office of the President. All right, so that's the release that we got from the President. It actually sent some alarming news across when we heard that the President convoy was involved in an accident. And immediately I started reflecting on Kufuor's convoy being involved in an accident during his tenure. So this is the clarity that we have from the presidency. Margot, let me start off with you. I think, well, unfortunately, we have one person dead. I'm not sure how it just happened that way. We have a video of it. I think we're
wondering what really could have happened for it to be this fatal and to even lose one of the drivers, because presidential convoys, I think it has motorcades that even goes ahead, whatever. But as we said, it's an accident, and as for accidents, nobody plans it. Our condolences goes to the family of the deceased and those that are also in critical conditions. We are wishing them speedy recovery. I think we need to be more careful. The roads are very narrow and there are lots of potholes on them. So if you are driving, I think you don't have to trust the vehicle so much, because it's also a machine. Anything can happen. It's sad. I mean, it's so sad that we've lost a soul who has devoted himself to serve his country. And his family, his friends, his children, loved ones. We pray that God will, and he was coming by air. But we were advised that no matter what it is, we should take our time on the roads. I don't know whether another vehicle collided or... Yeah, that's what Oh.
So the
track,
so the track that you see, yeah.
So the track was packed up. It was also
no, it was crossing.
But where were the motorcades?
I mean, when we have such high-level convoy involved in accidents, I don't know what to think.
Yeah, because
they're led with motorcades that give signals ahead of the whole convoy.
And they won't even allow.
So at what point do you just miss the motorcade?
And because it comes with also lots of noise to create the awareness to even the oncoming vehicles that are from far. So
and in our part of the country, we do not have VVIP special roads for VIP movements. So we are all using the same small road. So therefore, the take your time.
That is the commander-in-chief of the
Ghana Armed Forces coming. Yes. So they have to fight us.
So it's unfortunate, especially losing a life. It's unfortunate. And I mean, the Suwon government hospital needs to be looked at again, because it looks like
turning into a trauma center.
Serious cases are
so
taken.
they need
That's your area, right?
Yeah, that's my constituency. They need to look at the hospital, whether an upgrade or, because John Kuma died there. A lot of people on that stretch, mostly they take them to government hospital. So they have to look at the facilities and how that you can treat such emergency. I don't know whether they have an emergency center or something, but we have to look at. Yes, there is an emergency. Yeah. So we have to look at it, whether equipment or something, because it looks like most of the accidents on that highway, that is a better hospital on that stretch.
It's like the Kolebu
of the, and we only look at Kolebu 37. We get problems in the villages. So if there are no proper facilities in the regions, at least we have to make sure to build our health system very well. We shouldn't just look at the cities or the capitals, but especially for politicians. You might be on your way to Bunsu, Enyinem, Fanchiriko, Chiripone. You have all those things in mind. So wherever there are health facilities, we must upgrade it for ourselves and for the citizens as well. You understand? So that not that most of the time people have to travel to Kolebu, people have to, all those things that are in Kolebu. It's about human health. And the diseases or the ailments, it doesn't come with description, whether you live in Accra or in Kumasi. So we must build our health sectors. It's very, very important. Sumum has been a safe haven for that stretch. And I think we need to. It was Dr. Kwame Nkrumah who built that hospital.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
1958.
Yes,
so started as a clinic in 1958.
We have to look. Maybe John Kuma would have been saved. I don't know. But, they were even going for his funeral, and on their way, there is an incident straight to Suhum Government Hospital again. So we need, not Suhum alone, wherever, even cheap compounds, certain facilities should be there. Especially politicians. I mean, we go to the hinterlands, we travel to the village. There are certain places your car can't move. You have to walk, and that's where we wear Wellington boots and all that. At least the basic health facilities should be looked at, because you will never know where you find yourself one day. It's very important. You will never know.
Lawate.
Honey, I mean, just to add on, it's quite an unfortunate incident, and condolences to the family of Mr. Kwesi Atta. I mean, from what I gather, today is actually his wedding anniversary. Wow. And he has a child as young as 7 months. So it's quite a difficult one. I mean, 7 months old baby.
Oh.
So, yes. As a child as young as 7 months. So this is someone who set out to go and work and never returned. I mean, we all know this. When everything is done, the mourning, the burial, and everything is done, it will be left to the wife and the children. I mean, it's quite a difficult one, leaving a young family behind. And this is not so different from that of Honorable John Kuma, who was buried over the weekend. But when it comes to some of these things, you know,
it tells you the impact of the crash.
You're talking about these convoys move with some level of speed. No, and you're talking about the dispatch riders signaling. You know, sometimes there's some distance between the dispatch riders and the vehicles because they always need to be ahead to clear the traffic for the convoy to follow. So within that space, anything can happen. So probably it's within that time that the skier truck or whichever. Yes, but I mean, Margot, you know how some of us behave.
You know, the convoys come in different, different types. These days, I know, and I'm reliably informed about how even private people go to the police and seek assistance for convoy movements.
They can go
right?
next door.
So they will go, maybe they have to get to a place, some personality or something, then they will go and seek assistance from the police and the police will give them. So sometimes when these noise is coming, you're not sure, is it a presidential convoy or is it a VIP convoy or is it a ministerial convoy or it's just a private man convoy or it's an ambulance? How well are the people educated on the sounds of the different convoys that are coming? I mean, can we have something different if it's a presidential convoy?
No, private people has been going on. I think it's illegal. No, you can go to the police. They have that service that you can. But you also have people who turn themselves into a convoy. They have no dispatch rider in front of them. It's just a number of cars with their hazards on, with their sirens on, and those ones I honestly can speak to that. But once you see a police on a dispatch motorbike, that should tell you that is a sanctioned or police sanctioned convoy, and you need to give them. I mean, we all stay in traffic, and you have one. You have once you see the police dispatch rider, because the Speaker of Parliament moves in a convoy with a dispatch rider, the IGP, the Chief Justice, there are specified people that move in these things. You also have to give way to government states cars like ambulance, like the police convoys, the military convoys, fire service, and all that. They are all stipulated in our laws. But you have individuals. You all sit in traffic and you have individuals, just one single vehicle trying to bamboozle everybody through the traffic. I mean, most people don't allow that. But when you also look at how these things run, the space between the vehicles and the dispatch rider can also cause bad. However, this I think
I see on the screen. What convoy is this? This is not a Ghana convoy.
I wonder where but the number plate should be able to tell you.
Is it Ghana?
The number plate. What occasion was it? So I think I see a hearse behind it. Because so when you're having when the former president was being buried, it was quite a slow one. So depending on the occasion will also determine
the type of convoy that's moving. So when you're on a road like the Suhum road, it will help it's certainly not like this. They will move in one lane. And so it will be one. Sometimes because to be honest, even sometimes when I'm driving and I hear convoy coming from behind, I feel very offended. The road itself is not, big enough. It's not spacious enough.
Know where to
yes. Sometimes you are in traffic and you're asking, so what do you want me to pass? Because there's one car just close to you on your left. There's another close to you on your right.
So that's why they go ahead. So you realize that sometimes even in traffic, when the convoy is coming and there's a deadlock, they move ahead to the traffic light and then clear those in the front before the cars start moving in. I don't know whether you realize that.
I've seen some,
because sometimes like deadlock traffic, so they clear those in front, give them some time to go before the traffic flows or before the convoy comes in. So they move ahead of them and they know these points. So if you realize when the vice president or the president is moving, you find police at various vantage points. Because they communicate. So once he is getting close to the direction of the convoy, but if it's an intersection, the other cars coming. So you realize that they stop everybody and we all move after the convoy. So some of these things, they are specialized areas, and I think if the police
but where I think people also don't take it seriously is maybe on the road where there is no traffic. Sometimes there's really no traffic, and it's just vehicles moving freely. And in this case, I'm sure it was just vehicles moving freely. The convoy motorcade actually gave a signal that cars are coming or convoy is following.
So one thing is they can do
exactly,
a quick turn,
you can do a quick one,
turn,
and that's where you have to be very, very careful. After the convoy, it's either you don't move or you move slowly on the side. But to cross,
that was very dangerous. So where was the vehicle crossing from? Like,
I think this is something that the police needs to look into. I mean,
is it not an offense to cross a convoy?
It is.
I think so.
A high-level convoy like this, isn't it an offense?
I mean, serving your nation, and this is what happens to you, is unfortunate. But I believe the police will look into it, because these are lessons they need to learn from. Probably that particular place that this happened, maybe it's notorious for some of those things. Definitely they will.
So, actually wondering where the crossing will be coming from, because from Linda Door, you go a little bit, then the bypass to Chebi. So I don't know whether the car was coming from the
Chebi junction.
Yeah, the Apega junction. Yeah.
So that's the thing.
But
that's the thing with junctions.
That junction usually will cause accidents.
A lot.
The Apega junction. Yeah.
A lot.
So that's something that the police needs to look at. But I had school out to the
very disturbing.
Really
I mean, it's
very disturbing.
And those who are hurt, we wish them a speedy recovery. I mean,
it's very disturbing.
Set out to go and
I mean, what makes it worse is the fact that we've lost a life.
Yeah.
I mean, where there's life, there's hope. But
when you lose a life, then it becomes